Hello, I'm Dr. Ramon Martinez, and I'm whispering because I'm in the San Jose State Library. I'm working with the microfiche reader machine, which is a machine that has published print material, and it's been copied to microfiche film, so you can read the magazines on the screen. Here I'm reviewing a copy of El Excentrico of January 1964. In this volume of El Excentrico Magazine, we have a new writer beginning a series of articles called El Machete. That writer is named Luis Miguel Valdez. We're looking at El Excentrico, January 5, 1964. The cover is about the first baby born in the Latino community in '64, Rebecca Kim Cook. Inside the magazine, an article talking about the birth of the Cook baby says that the parents are Al and Yvonne Cook, Al from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Yvonne from El Paso, Texas. And the baby's grandparents are the Stevens family and the Garcia family, publishers of El Excentrico. One of the first pages is an advertisement by Bonanza Realty, and it's talking about Daniel Boone, Bertram Sands, and Peter Diaz, who you can speak to about si quiere usted comprar casa, acuda sin tardanza con bonanza. Here's a casa con apartamento, $500 de entre, $500 down to buy a house with an apartment. So the ad says, viva en la casa, rente el apartamento. Abono mensual solamente $105. Haga una oferta. Here's a picture of the Bonanza Realty office situated at 367 Meridian Road in San Jose. And it's interesting because you can see this realtor is in South San Jose, and the Mexican population is beginning to afford to move out of the central core of the city and beginning to look at real estate in different parts of San Jose. The magazine has articles and columnists talking about cultural, social, and political issues. The January 5, 1964 issue of El Excentrico also has a new column called El Machete. And it's written by a young writer, Luis Miguel Valdez. In this article, Luis Miguel Valdez is talking about the document La Raza Cósmica, written by José Vasconcelos in 1925. And he's beginning to talk about the disappointment that the Mexican Revolution was to our grandparents in promising change that never happened. In this story, he's talking about an imaginary grandfather sitting and talking with an old friend. And suddenly he hears agitation between the old men. And the child says, "What's wrong, abuelito?" "Nada, cabrón. Nada is the grandfather's response. The printing of the word cabron in 1964 caused controversy for Valdez, and in the next issue, he begins to receive letters of criticism regarding using vulgar language in public. The February 5, 1964 issue of El Excentrico has a cover talking about the Los Amigos Golfing Club ball that was held at the Hawaiian Gardens in San Jose. And it talks about Ray Garcia being the winner of the golfing trophy for the club. The issue also contains the second column by Luis Miguel Valdez, in which he establishes an editorial policy based on the fact that he's been criticized for his language. Luis describes how in the last issue, Mr. Daniel Saldaña wrote objecting to his use of the word cabrón. And he quotes Mr. Saldaña, who says, "Cuando una persona escribe para el público, no puede usar el léxico florido propio de una taberna." In other words, bar talk is inappropriate for use in the media. Valdez goes on to say that he is not writing as a journalist, but as a literary author, and his story is a piece of literature. And literature needs to describe the people, the community as it is, not as we idealize that it should look like, but as it actually looks. So he's beginning to talk about the Mexican-American community needing to talk about itself on its own terms. So Valdez says that the Mexican-American community needs to talk about itself on its own terms. And it is the role of the writer, the novelist, to find ways to express what the people are not expressing. He says, El Machete is an attempt to discuss and understand what our future novelists have not yet written. It is an attempt at a personal, and it is hoped, almost familial examination of our deeper motives. He says, our inability to stomach strong criticism is one of the issues that we have. We scan the newspapers reading this article or that, glad that someone is interested in our problems, but usually dismayed by the facts revealed, and it can't be helped. As far as our sociological reports go, the record of the raza is not inspiring. It will never be inspiring as long as we allow other people to write about our problems.